Talking Gotham, 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 talking Gotham.
Have you heard the good news? The Jeremiah is coming. Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Cam. Welcome to Talking Gotham, episode 51. We are about to dive headlong into season 5, the final season of Gotham. We've seen the premiere, liked it, and the momentum sort of continues. We got some good stuff, some really not so good stuff, and we're going to talk all about it. But first up from 3D Movie Cinema, it's Jacob Collins. Collins, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I am doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. I cannot wait to talk about our Lord and Savior Jeremiah.
All right, Matt White, how are you?
I'm doing good. I will say that the Trespassers from episode 2 was the worst out of the 3. And I will say it got better after the second episode. And then the fourth one was my favorite, but minus the ending, which it really pissed me the fuck off, which we will talk about that in that episode.
I'm going to tell you this, Matt. I don't think you'll be pissed off for long. That's all I'm saying.
I hope so. I hope so. I don't get pissed off for very long. Because I feel like the writers are just doing this on purpose to piss me the fuck off.
It's not. You're not gonna be angry. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. Just for the moment, but like, what are you doing?
Bit of house cleaning before we do get started. By the time this airs, it will have happened. But as we are recording this coming Friday, the 24th of July, we will be live on the channel. Not doing our normal Small Zero stuff. We'll get to that in a second, but we'll be live on the channel watching, and I'm just going to look up the title because it's a long one. But Stephanie from I'll Buy the Popcorn will be along, and we will be watching Sharkensaw Women's Prison Massacre. Yes, it is on Tubi. Why do you ask? But it's going to be a watch party. It's hopefully going to be fun because it sounds awful, but I hope the movie's fun, at least in like the so bad it's good sense. But Stephanie will be with us, and we will hopefully be laughing and having a good time. That'll be Friday. Sunday will be our normal Small Zero show over on the Small Zero channel. Comic-Con is happening as we speak, and we'll be covering that, plus the just crazy amount of trailers we'll be getting. Doomsday, like Dune,
Clayface.
Ebenezer Clayface, yes. Just trailer onslaught. So we'll be talking about that as well. And like I touched on in the premiere when we did the watch party here, and I'll mention it again just for the sake of, just getting on everyone's radar, the talking series of podcast videos will be migrating over to the Small Zero channel once Gotham is ended. So after we finish up season 5, all the Talking Family series will be heading over there. We already have our next show pretty much selected and done. We've already got that taken care of, but it's all going to be moving from this channel over to Small Zero. So please go over and subscribe there. We're live every week talking about all the movie news, trailers, and everything like that. So did I miss anything?
No, you pretty much...
You know what? The next time you have a thought, let it go.
Please go and subscribe over at Small Zero. We would greatly appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get into it. This is Season 5, Episode 2, called Trespassers. Matt?
Oh, Bruce, now it begins.
The final season of Gotham continues next Thursday.
The episode aired on January 10th, 2019. Bruce hunts down the witch and discovers her to be Ivy, who has been captured by locals after killing instead of helping them. Ivy's powers have grown and allowed her to control plant life, which she feeds the corpses of anyone who enters her territory, the park. Despite this, Bruce convinces her to save Selina and reluctantly frees her in the process. She gives Bruce a seed that will repair Selina's spine, but will also change her forever. And Selina ingests the seed and regains the ability to walk, but also gains cat-like qualities. Gordon and Bullock discover a runaway child who claims to have been a slave for an outlaw gang. Gordon and Bullock rescue the children and bring them to the Haven's safe zone, with Barbara saving Gordon in the process after Cobblepot places a bounty on him. Meanwhile, Nigma awakens and realizes he has kidnapped a gangster working for the street demons, though they have seemingly been killed by Cobblepot.
We get Ivy back. People think she's a witch, and well, that's certainly fun. They're going to burn her at the stake because I guess when the bridges get cut off, everyone just goes feral.
I think that's
I find that very funny. I find that very funny that she has a magic seed that would repair her spine, but also turn into a cat-like, like Catwoman. Hasn't she already? Here's the thing that felt very retcon. There's a plot hole in this. Didn't she already go through that transformation as a cat when she got killed and got fucking bit by a bunch of cats in the fucking alleyway like they did in the Batman Return style? Have we already done this?
Yeah. And then this, I was sitting there thinking this: do we really need cat eyes? Like, I feel like I'm watching the end of Thriller.
Oh my god, I did not think of that. When you watching the Thriller, when you see Michael Jackson's character as the werewolf and with the werewolf eye in that mini movie of Thriller music video.
All you need is Vincent Price's laughter.
That's what made me even laugh further.
Just go on the street and do the music video and just cue the music.
I'm just sitting there watching this going, do we really need that at the end? Did we really need the eyes at the end?
It is. I thought it was nice seeing Selena finally like get her groove back. I thought that was nice at the end, where it's like, oh, she's stable all of a sudden. Didn't see that one coming. Convenient, sure, but I mean, I liked it.
I did like the backstory of the kid's backstory, where he's basically a slave working for the soothsayer. He escapes. It kind of reminds me of Temple of Doom, where like because in Temple of Doom, once they're in India, like there's a slave kid and like he dies in Indiana Jones's arms and. Basically, like, and then you have to find the Temple of Doom. It kind of reminded me of that, because you said the kid made it out of the temple and walked all the way to like there. And that's what it just reminded me of that. Like this very Temple of Doomish, like that.
So to come in the Blockbuster Hall, Temple of Doom.
Yeah. There we go. Only he doesn't get his heart ripped out. Jim Gordon is like, honey, mama.
I mean, you never know what could have happened.
To meet Kali in hell. But Ivy and Bruce are make a deal here. It does not last long.
She's a psychopath. She's literally a psychopath. Like she's like, I tried to kill you. Tried to kill your butler. I tried to kill literally so many people in your life. And I even tried to kill freaking what's her name? Selena. I even tried to kill her. Okay, like I am not a trustworthy person. I'm a psychopath that's gonna kill you. Okay, like the first thing he does, he lets her out. He lets her out, and then she kills those three guys. The first thing is like, which first off,
he'll do anything out of love, out of desperation to save Selena.
My favorite part was Gordon and Bullock in that house. Like, and Bullock finds the fingers. I'm like, yeah, that's a Halloween Horror Nights house right there.
It just reminded me of House of a Thousand Corpses. Like it's literally walked into the House of a Thousand Corpses.
Well, one of them doesn't get turned into a mermaid, so I guess there's that.
Fish boy.
oh God, that movie.
And then Rainn Wilson just sitting there like this.
And now for something completely different.
Oh, Dwight.
Now I got to see Houses of the Thousand Corpses.
You
watch party. Watch
it is
party.
so good. I'm telling you, it's an very art housey. Like it's not his best. I think Devil Rejects is a better movie. But like it's his Rob Zombie's first movie, and
but you talking about that Rob Zombie movie? Like I've heard about that House of a Thousand Corpses. I might have seen bits and pieces of that clip, but I never watched the full thing. I seen the Devil's Reject.
Devil's Rejects is a better movie. That showed he could direct a movie. But I will say that House of a Thousand is his first movie, so I wouldn't judge it off that. But like it's very artsy. Like you would think it is what you think a director, a music video director. If you ever watch Rob Zombie's music videos. Is exactly what you think it would be. And I think Rob Zombie even said, I made a first one's an art house horror film. The second one is like my Road Warrior.
Just keep him away from Halloween and we're golden.
That movie got him Halloween because it was that good because the Weinsteins loved it.
That's why they wanted him for the direct Halloween after the Devil's
really
Reject.
Dark and good. Like it's very
I'm aware, but read my lips. Keep him from Halloween and we're good.
No, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I totally agree.
Like Lords of Salem is underrated. Like he's not as bad as some people say. Like I
I
even
like
like Three
31.
from Hell, and I don't think anyone likes Three from Hell.
3 from Hell, it pissed me off because you did your Road Warrior, and then you basically brought the characters back to life because you wanted to play with your toys again. And I'm like, that's your Thunderdome, dumbass. You just made Thunderdome. And which he even said, I didn't want to make Halloween 3 because I made the Road Warrior. I don't want to make Thunderdome. And I'm like, no, the Devil's Rejects is your Road Warrior. Your Thunderdome is your free. And then he goes and makes a Thunderdome with the 3 from Hell. And I'm like, oh, thank you. He said, you dumbass.
I've only seen the Devil's Reject. I did not see that third film that you were talking about, 31 or whatever that was.
The 3 from Hell is 31 is the independent movie
Oh
he
yeah,
made
yeah, yeah.
about a bunch of carnival workers that get kidnapped.
Come October time, Collins, we need to show Matt House of a Thousand Corpses.
I'm so down. I own that movie on Blu-ray and on digital because it's that good. It is that good. I'm saying, look, I'm a Christian, but I love that movie. That movie. Me and Jacob, I made Jacob Martin watch it, and Jacob Martin's like he was like, it's on my channel. My review with Jacob Martin. I got to show you. You got to watch the video. Jacob Martin was shocked. He's like, this is such. I got to show you that review, brother. It's so funny. I keep telling him, I said he would love that Devil's Rejects. It's much better, I would say, but he's like, it's great. It's like how you felt watching that one movie, the Poughkeepsie tapes. That's how. So yeah, oh my god, I gotta get I have to get show Matt that movie because Matt's gonna be like there's some shit in the movie where he's like, what? But by the way, the crazy part is that was meant to be a Crow film. That was originally meant to be a Crow sequel.
Of course it was.
Like the Crow was supposed to be there and then Weinstein said, no, we're not making a Crow movie with about a family of serial killers. And he goes,
yeah, so Mr. Furlong, we got a job for you.
Basically, yeah, that was the third. No, it was supposed to be the third movie, so it would have been Eric. What's his name?
So would they had to like retcon the other sequels after The Crow 2?
Well, no, yeah. Well, that's how the third one was going to be, like its own story. Like everybody's going to become a crow, like how after the Crow.
You get to be a crow. You get to be a crow. Everybody gets to be a crow.
When Lee died, the Weinsteins went that direction of everybody can be a crow. Like, what if it's just every Crow movie is someone different becoming a crow?
Yeah,
coming soon to Small Zero. Counting Crows. Wait a minute, that already exists.
Eat Crow with the Crow.
There we go.
Eat Crow.
I will say, I've never thought I would ever say this, but the Crow's Salvation, the third Crow movie, is 10 times better than the Bill Skarsgård piece of shit.
That's not a hard job to do.
That's not really a fair comparison because it is definitely a piece of shit movie.
But
I mean, it's bad. I mean, but the Crow. But yeah, I'm just saying, a Crow. It's fucking
back on track. We do like Riddler. I guess gets his memories back, and like he finds out like he tortured himself. I think I don't know. Explain this one to me.
He basically.
It feels like he restrained himself to keep himself from switching his dual identity of the Riddler. And it feels like we're going back to that well again, Lou, which we already done this.
He basically, it's kind of like Me, Myself, and Irene. He has that like issue where he's like a split personality. The only difference is he's trying to he's not trying to kill himself. He's just trying to it explains like later this season what happened to him. But I will say this, I love my favorite part though is when he opens like the thing and there's a guy there and he's like, did I torture you? He goes, yes. Did I tell you everything you want? Yes. Well, can you tell me? No. He goes, well, I guess I'm going to have to torture you all over again.
Yeah, he tortures that biker gang in that he hid in the bathtub.
I love that aspect where it's like, you could tell where he shines there's parts of the show where he shines as the Riddler. There's parts of the time where he doesn't shine. I think that was a part where when he acts very Jim Carrey-ish, I think when he has his Jim Carrey moments, like last season when has a toy gun and he gets stabbed and he goes, ow! Like that was so funny. Like that right there is what people love about you. And then when he's just like, I'm the Riddler and everything else like that. And I'm like, that's what people don't like about like when he's trying to act like he's like so cool, when he's not cool, when he's just a lame duck. That's what people like about him. Like
Riddler does something absolutely mental in the next episode, but we'll get to that.
And also did anyone get Batman Forever vibes whenever like he does what he does? I'm not gonna say yet, but remember, I was like, they did that in Batman Forever. I will say Ivy portraying Bruce and killing all the men, and finally her number is coming to a resolution that she can help Selena. Like basically, like Bruce is really basically good at at that. Also, I do like the strobe lights in that episode when the little boy locks him in there and says, "Look at the strobe, you'll pass out." And then like the killer just appears behind Jim, and I'm like worst killer by the way ever, because she has the drop on Gordon and Bullock, and they both able to like when Gordon.
They were able to overpower her like that. I was like, she's not the best serial killer.
I'm like, how did she succeed? Because both these guys she had the drop on both of them, and they both overpowered her. Like he's like, oh god, and it's like, then she runs away.
She just slices Jim Gordon. And she fucking dips out the door like a little bitch. Like,
they even take her mask off and everything, and then she tells them the whole like, "Oh, I do this to protect the boy."
She looked like she was in a fucking Resident Evil 7 Biozard.
I will say, I do like I like how they have also I like how they had two gangs that are fighting over Gordon, and like one of the gang, shoots one of the gangs in the head. Like when we're like, there's one of the gang members is like, he's going with us. No, I'm coming with us, and all of a sudden. She comes after me and goes, shoots her in the head and hides behind the car.
Yeah, but they told him like he has like 2 bullets left and tries to play a game of chicken.
Oh, also I like all the gangs that have the members that have skulls on them. Doesn't it really look like a reject from the Schumacher universe? Like
yeah, it did. It looked like from the Schumacher universe from Batman Forever. Just put in fucking nightlight, and then it'll look like a Jackson Halloween.
No, it's the Batman and Robin, the toxic
Hello,
garden.
my pretty, you look good enough to eat. And she goes, that I am, come and get
Yeah,
me.
but they also kind of looked like the fucking same gangs that was going up against Dick Grayson in Batman Forever. Who the hell are you?
So I forgot my suit.
All right?
Wasn't the pilot out? Yeah, and also at the beginning of the episode, the pilot, the National Guard say, "Oh, we're not allowed to bring anybody in. We don't want to risk any more pilots." Wasn't the pilot at Wayne Enterprise a Wayne Enterprise employee? So basically, they're not risking their own pilots, they're risking Wayne Enterprise employees.
Yeah, it's like at a certain point, Gordon's going to snap and be like, he's going to turn to Patrick Bateman.
Why isn't it possible? It's just not. Why not, you stupid bastard?
I like how also when he's torturing the guy, he asked the guy the Riddler, when he's torturing the guy, he asked, was he upbeat or was he self-confident, nerdy? And then they said he was a little self-confident, less nerdy. And I'm just looking like why he's like, this guy is like, what is this, a comedy? He's like, how did I torture you the first time? Did I torture you like this or like this? Like,
was I confident?
Also, wouldn't it have been easier? Because Gordon shoots the woman in the head, then hides behind the car with her gang. If I'm with her.
Yeah, you shot their leader, and suddenly they're not shooting at Gordon. They're too busy doing a shootout with another gang.
Bam, 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 and shoot Gordon dead like Sam Jackson at the end of Spiral.
And suddenly they don't even shoot the gang members. Don't shoot at him. They're literally close. They're 2 feet away from him. It's like they're not even trying.
I could not take Victor Zsasz seriously in this. He and his gang with the
That's
gas
the next
mask.
episode.
That's in the third. That's in the third episode that we'll cover.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
That's why I had to do it at the last minute, because I could easily forget some of the moments in the episode. That's why I had to watch it at least at the last minute so I can remember right.
The Sued Slayers look like extras from the movie Borderlands, the Borderlands movie. With a gas mask and everything.
Yeah. Speaking of Eli Roth, go see Ice Cream Man.
Oh God! I remember fucking Jake showed me that fucking red band. He showed me the fucking red band. I nearly threw up. He took a screenshot of me and was like, if we would have recorded that, you would have died laughing.
I showed my mom that trailer, and she's like, "That is sick. What kind of sick individual would make that?"
Oh, Eli!
Like Eli Roth,
the mind of Eli Roth.
He makes. Look, I mean, he made.
Dude, they were showing that Ice Cream Man trailer, and I at the moment I thought it was going to be a Red Band trailer. From the moment I had to sit there in the theater, like, oh God, no, and I was like, oh, thank God, it's not a Red Band.
Eli, I've heard you in interviews. You're a nice man, but I swear, if we look in your brain, it's just the whole photosynthesis.
Did you see that he was originally how the concept for Hostel came, where he wanted to find out, because they said he saw like an ad one time of like on the internet back in 2005 that you could they'll kill somebody for you, like you can hire hitman, they'll kill somebody for you. And like they saw like this ad, and he was like, he didn't know if it was a hoax or not. He wanted to track it down, and he said apparently you go to a foreign country, and then these people will kill you. You'll hire somebody to kill this person for money, and he's like, oh. And then his friends and his family were like, do not go overseas. You might get killed because you're stepping on dangerous territory. And he went all the way overseas. And then he's like, after he got off the plane, went all the way down there and started asking questions. And he realized, looking around, goes, I could just make a movie out of this. Like, I don't want to get killed because, like, I could have swear, like, this is very dangerous territory I'm walking into. So after he's already on the plane, flew all the way over here, he's like, yeah, I made a bad mistake. I'm going to go back on the plane. So he books a plane, goes back.
Photosynthesis.
It's like he had that.
But back to talking Gotham. We'll get into that Eli Roth talk watch parties.
We make Matt watch Ice Cream Man.
You can go fuck yourself.
Coming soon to the watch party, Ice Cream Man. This should be out by October.
The Roth Project.
The Roth
Project. There we go.
This is Matt's face. Like, damn you guys.
Look, he may sound like a nice guy, but he's got a sick mind in his brain.
No, I've heard him in interviews. He's legitimately a really nice guy.
I'm pretty sure he is a nice guy only on the outside.
I mean, he killed Hitler in English.
Then we get a Gordon and Barbara moment, which I'm sure Matt just absolutely loved.
That's one of my negatives. Gordon and Barbara's bullshit. I hated that moment.
Oh God, her fucking bullshit.
This isn't even like the last episode. I'm sure the last episode I thought Matt was just like.
I swear to God, like I said before, the fucking writers are just made to piss me off all the time.
Damn time. You, John Stevens.
Damn you.
I will say this: I do like Barbara just showing up with a doom buggy with a machine gun turret, just gunning down.
Where did she get that doom buggy with a fucking machine gun on top of it? Where the hell did she get that shit from?
The same place that Butch got his bazooka.
Also, Gordon and them finding a safe haven for the rest. I like that moment where they find that safe haven. They call it Haven, and I thought that was really cool. And I love Selena's monologue at the end before she takes the serum about like that monologue was so good. It kind of reminded me of at the end of Pearl, the monologue she gives to her friend at the end of Pearl.
Yeah.
Like that monologue. It kind of just reminded me of that where I'm like, this is good. Like when the show shines, it does really good. Like that monologue at the end was so good. I'm like, if you ever want to question someone's acting abilities, just show them like that clip. Like, I don't think she's a bad actress. I've never thought she was a bad actress. But I don't think sometimes she's given strong moments. But I feel like that scene where her laying in the hospital talking to Bruce, giving that monologue, that right there, I feel like is a strong character moment for her. And I think, honestly, that right there shows that, okay, she can act. She's not just like, they didn't just hire her because she looked like Michelle Pfeiffer, And so I will say I didn't like the Riddler having split personality disorder where he doesn't remember anything he's done the day before. Why would the Riddler say did this also to the guy I should know have killed all? Why would the Riddler say he did because he's sitting there when he shows up and like he says Penguin did all this? Just tell wouldn't a guy just say, yeah, I'll tell you everything? Why he said because he's going to torture you. So basically he knows this guy's unhinged and this guy's been torturing him. When he comes to, he's like, yeah, I'll tell you everything so you don't have to torture me again.
Yeah, it's like, why couldn't you just tell him again? Like, why do you want to go through the torture again?
Also, why would the Riddler say, because the guy says, oh, Penguin did this, because it says Penguin did this. And I was just like, and the Riddler goes, I don't think Penguin did this. I'm like, dude, he thinks that you did this now. Why would you say that? Because then because he says, I don't think Penguin did this.
Why would you say that out loud?
Yeah, even if you're thinking.
You're clearly making it so obvious.
Also, and also I love that. And also I hate that Bruce just gaslights Ivy into helping him.
Yeah.
And this woman's like the poor man's version of Otis from House of a Thousand Corpses, the woman with the mask on.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Why wouldn't the female gang just shoot Gordon because he killed the leader? I mean, yeah, that made no sense. And all that stuff. But yeah, that's all my notes and everything for this. Yeah, but I did think though. Yeah, I did like though the monologue, and there were some things I like in this episode. But I just feel sometimes. By the way, did they ever? I could have forgot. But did they resolve like the House of Horror? Like, did they arrest her or kill her? Because I could.
She ran. No, she just ran. No, she just ran away.
But they never resolved it. That's fucking stupid.
No, it never gets brought up ever again. It
That
doesn't
is
get
fucking
resolved.
stupid.
That was so fucking pointless.
That was that build. They showed this woman at the end of the finale last season. Remember the little boy chopping somebody up and then her with the lantern? And I'm just thinking that just goes nowhere now. I'm like, okay,
It goes nowhere. That like
And it's
you
the
just
final
set that up for no
season, too.
reason. I guess because they only had like 12 episodes and they had to wrap it up as soon as possible.
It's like, yeah, we don't have time for like this bullshit.
Yeah, because we don't have the 23 episodes like we did in the previous season, so we have to be very quick.
Yes. But Collins, what's your score?
6 out of 10.
Okay, Matt.
I'm giving it 5.
I'm siding with Matt. I'll go 5. There were good stuff here, but I just did not. I did not care for this one in large chunks. But let's go now on to season 5. Season 5, episode 3, called "Penguin, Our Hero." Matt.
The episode aired on January 17th, 2019. After her recovery, Selena escapes from the hospital, and she and Bruce work together to track Jeremiah of Falaska down to this dark zone of the city, where they discover that Echo is recruiting people to work for him. Selena fakes wanting to work for Jeremiah to break into their headquarters, but after a showdown, Ego escapes and Selena betrays Bruce to go after Jeremiah. Meanwhile, Cobblepot's men defect to Haven, and he leads a small army to the area, where he captures Gordon and the refugees. However, the street demons, believing Cobblepot killed their men, take him prisoner and kill the defected thugs, forcing him and Gordon to work together and free themselves before killing the street demons. However, as Gordon allows Cobblepot to go free, Haven is blown up by an unknown perpetrator, killing the refugees. I will say that this episode was slightly better than the last episode that we've had.
This episode, the Cobblepot stuff isn't even the best part. The best stuff is the Echo and Selena and Jeremiah stuff. That's the best.
Which the Echo is basically the version of Harley Quinn.
Yeah, because they couldn't use they could not call her Harley Quinn.
Same thing with Jeremiah. They can't even use the Joker name. They can't call him the Joker.
But I gotta give her credit. The actress absolutely made this work. Like, I loved seeing the Jeremiah church, and he's got saint candles. I thought that was creepy looking, and then they all look like Mormons with the shirts and the ties, and it's like, please ascend and see his work, and they're just all dead, just scary stuff. And then they go into an empty pool because 28 years later the Bone Temple needed an intro. So there you go.
But and also, wasn't it crazy? Like, they literally put the gun up to there. They play Russian roulette, and it reminded me of VHS 2.
Yeah,
because in the same VHS 2, they go and these people. Exact same scene, except all their guns were loaded with bullets, and they all shoot each other like that. And I'm like, damn, they do that exact same thing, and I'm sure Gotham copied that. But I think what Gotham worked was they put 2 bullets. The rest of them are all blanks, but except for 2. And then the 2 get bullets in the back of their head, like bam, bam, bam. And Bruce is running like, what the hell's that? And all of a sudden, Selena caught her gun because she's like, I'm not getting shot. And she never pulled her trigger, but everybody else, which they knew that was Catwoman. They're like, yeah, we know who you are. Like, we've been paying attention.
Yeah, I don't understand why they cut it off screen and keep us at the suspense that was her who shot him in the back of the head.
Nobody shot Selena in the back of the head because.
I mean, Selena shot the guy in the back of the head. That's what I'm saying.
No, she never pulled her trigger. That's what she said. She got it. Because remember, her gun, he said, her gun's still in her hand, and then she snatches the gun away because it's blanks, because hers had blanks in it. Because she said there they put them in a circle, and then there are other people that had the gun. They had the important thing was someone's going to put a gun in the back of your head. You're going to put it in the back of hers, but Selena never pulled hers or the guy in the back's gun. So then the other people pulled their trigger. So on that side of the room, the other people's guns went off and killed them. That's why the 2 are laying there side by side, because their 2 guns on that side went off because they had blanks. They didn't have blanks. They had bullets because their devotion to Jeremiah was that deep. To which I'm like, when they give us guns, I'm like, fuck that. This is some Jonestown shit. I'm not doing that. It's like, no. It was like literally they're all just sitting there like Mormons, and all of a sudden they're like, I was expecting. And then you got her dressed like a priest. You got Echo dressed like a priest with her eye. I love the makeup though. She's got one
Yeah.
down here. It's like our Lord and Savior Jeremiah.
Yeah,
And
she's not like playing off the same accent like previous Harley Quinns.
But she does call Selena Puddin in this, and
She does
Selena's
say
like,
Puddin a lot.
don't do that.
Which apparently the actress, because I listened to an interview after the show ended, I listened to an interview with her, and she said they actually made a re-audition for the role because they said this is kind of like the Harley Quinn version of this character, and they said, "Can you play that version?" Because she said I only had like 1 or 2 lines in the end of season 4, and they were like, "Can you play like?" And so I had to re-audition and do like a chemistry read, like like with Cameron Monaghan. And so I had to re-audition for the role that I had. And so, but once they proved I could do the Harley Quinn renter, she said I watched the animated series, and I did, and I watched Suicide Squad, because she said and tried to do like the Harley mannerisms and everything. Once I did that, they said okay, all right, yeah, well, you said all right, yeah, you can continue with the role, but which she said which I thought that was pretty cool. Her character, especially you could tell when she wears the comic. She has a more comic book accurate outfit for Harley Quinn than Margot Robbie had in any of the 3 films.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to disagree on that one. I had to counter with that kind of comparison. Margot Robbie had way more of that accurate of the comic book look. I mean, besides, there's like multiple version of the look of the comic books. Like, which one's the definitive one?
Right.
There's no definitive outfit. Like, she had literally multiple
outfit. The court
outfits.
jester outfit is the definitive look for Harley. That is always when people think of Harley Quinn, they think of the court jester outfit. They don't think of like the suicide. Well, I mean, like women that want to cosplay think of the Suicide Squad outfit, but like they don't think of like but like they don't Birds of Prey. I'm sure nobody's like I want to cosplay as Birds of Prey wearing her overalls and like a shirt that says "Live Fast, Die Clown." But I love this outfit though. I like how instead of her having like the court jester mask, she has like her hair done like the court jester balls. I thought that was pretty clever. And then ain't that crazy though when she says like when Selena says this. When Selena, I'm gonna look at my notes saying, if you like playing this game so much, why don't you play it too? And then Echo goes, I already did, see? And I got a bullet where she shot herself in the head, and the bullet's like bang.
Like she
bang.
shot herself in that neck, and the size of that neck in her spot. Yeah, that she already played that game.
I'm like, that's fucking crazy. Like,
that's fucking insane.
Like she's that devoted to Jeremiah that where she goes, I shot myself, and I'm like, that to me. What would you guys think of that? I want to hear your remote. Like when she said that, she showed me. She's like,
yeah, it took me a minute. I'm just like, wow.
Same here. Wow, she's seriously very devoted to Jeremiah, like all the way, ride or die. And there's another scene when Selena and Bruce were tracking down Jeremiah in the street. And those street gangs, one of the big guy that Selena took on and beat to death and nearly fucking mauled him to death. He looked like one of the mutant gang from the Dark Knight Returns graphic novel and even the animated film.
They say slice and dice.
Slice and dice. That's literally the Cyclops gang.
I remember I was watching that. Remember when it came out in 2019, that episode? And I just remember I was cleaning my shower watching that. And I'm just thinking, I had to stop cleaning the shower and watch it because I'm like, is that the mutants from the Dark Knight Returns? Really? Like they're doing it
that's what it is called, the mutant gang.
Yeah. And I was like, wow. I was like, because I was so excited to see that. Because I'm like, I was like, well, Zack Snyder must be going, fuck. Gotham gets to do it for me.
It's like, no, it'd be like John Campion from that one video, but like, fuck.
Like, and then he's like, oh, and then 2 years later, Zack Snyder gets to put him in a cameo at the end of Justice League. At the end, so
that was supposed to be an additional shot. That was supposed to be an additional footage that he added in.
I will say this though, Selena is just going like brutally, just on a spree. Like she's ready. Like I remember Selena's on a revenge mission to kill Jeremiah. Like she sees the guy with this, and then you remember she sees the guy like they're looking for Jeremiah. She sees a guy with the skin carved up on his stomach that says kill, 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 kill. It reminded me of Clive Barker shit, like those movies, like a Clive Barker movie or something, because that was like that gruesome. And then I will say the biker gang showing up to kill Penguin, I thought that was pretty cool. And then Penguin shooting him in the leg, and then he holding him at gunpoint, getting info out of him. He's being set up the whole time. Like he's like, he says, oh, you tried to kill me, huh? And he goes, you tried to kill us first. And he goes, if I wanted to kill you, You would never. He said, if I wanted to start a turf war, you would already all be dead. I wouldn't need to. And then he goes, well, that's probably a fair point. Maybe he said, maybe we didn't really think this through all the way. Well, you'll have plenty of time to think of it when we're torturing you. It's like, I was like that. I like that. I love that about Penguin. Also, I do like Gordon's speech at Haven saying, like, when these two people are fighting over a can of beans, he's like, everyone is welcome here, but the fighting here is out there. He said, with the gangs, not in here. I thought Gordon is a good leader, okay? You know, I like Gordon's speeches. He gives great speeches, you know, and everything. And I'm like, and everyone pays attention to him, like, you know, like it's like
he's all about being a leader. He's all about putting
he's the highest ranking
he's
official.
the only guy that can actually keep these people together.
I mean, he's the highest leader in Gotham right now because the mayors are dead. Like everyone's fled.
The people from the outside of Gotham, the government is no longer getting involved.
It's literally like the Dark Knight Rises, where Gordon's just.
It's
like,
literally it's the 100% with the Dark Knight Rises. But the one thing I don't like is, like, here's the thing: the only reason that the government was not getting involved in Dark Knight Rises is because they have a nuke. They have a nuke that they can go off any moment. They have nothing in this show, Gotham. So what's their excuse?
Their excuse is, okay, like the gangs are taking over and we don't want to risk any of our men, so you're just on your own. That's their excuse.
That's your best excuse. Like, really?
And they even put bombs in the water.
I can forget the Dark Knight Rises more because at least that Bane has something on them that they don't have. They have a nuke that can blow up the whole fucking city into a kingdom come.
I do like Penguin losing all of his men and Mr. Penn and his dog all to the green zone. Like, he goes, where is it? And then Mr. Penn, he said, where's Edward, my dog? Here, Edward. And Edward, the dog's like, doesn't want to come either.
He named the dog after Enigma. He named that fucking dog after Enigma. I was like, what the fuck?
I thought that was so funny. I thought that was like.
It's so funny that he lost his dog. Like, dude, the dog doesn't want you. He just stays. Just like, fuck you, Penguin.
So I also I thought Selena and Bruce fighting the mutants was really cool, and yeah, that really shows you like Bruce is like more Batman-esque, and I like that with him fighting the mutants. Also, Selena just bashing the face in, where he's like, Bruce has to use a grappling hook, his grappling hook, and pull her off. She was gonna kill him because she's on a kill.
Oh no, she was ready to maul him, like claw him alive.
Also, Penguin's being stupid and making a deal with a gang that he just like tortured. Okay, like he literally tortured the gang leader, and then he's like make a deal with him because he doesn't have no men. Like, that is the stupidest thing ever. Why would you do that?
That was a stupid plan. And then then those gangs turn on them. They turn on them just like that. I was like, okay, Gordon, we're gonna have to work together now. The one thing that kind of pissed me off in these last two episodes that we're covering is that how much they keep flip-flopping sides, where now that Gordon and Penguin are at odds with one another, now they're going to have to temporarily work together, then they're on and off again. I honestly don't like it. I just think it really annoys me. It just becomes very repetitive. He temporarily just teams up with Gordon, and then they turn on each other for stupid reasons. Like, oh god, it just gives me a headache that they keep doing repeatedly, recycling the same shit.
Going back to Selena, what do you think about her when she says, I hate being called pudding? When she makes a hiss, like, hate. Like, I'm just thinking, it reminded me of Halle Berry's Catwoman when she goes, what a perfect idea. And I'm just thinking,
that's something I'm trying to forget, that movie.
they want to emphasize she's a cat. Get it? She goes,
yeah, they wanted to be on the nose, like, hate.
Meow. I was waiting for her to say meow.
I was like, okay, Selena, we get it. You're Catwoman. We get it, dude.
I do like the fight between her and Echo, though. Like, you know, and then Bruce having to show up, and Echo saying they says, we know who you are. We studied every ounce of Bruce Wayne's life, from his family to his friends to his desires, and we're here to help fulfill Bruce's destiny. So I'm thinking, are they gonna make it? I was thinking, like, the way she's saying, are you make it like where he's gonna know he's Batman? Like, you're like, oh, we're trying to help him. Ra's al Ghul wants us to help him become Batman. That's what it feels like. It's like I'm destined to be your greatest enemy, so I'm gonna help you become the Dark Knight, so that way I can be your greatest enemy.
So then when Echo gets away, and now she's pissed, and then Selena just cuffs Bruce to the door and dips.
Yeah. And also, I like at the end of I love at the end how Penguin and them retake, and then they shoot Mr. Penn in the chest and then kill him. they shoot Mr. Penn in the chest, killing him. And then angers Penguin, and then after they work together and everything, Penguin was about to leave, and then Barber shows up in a standoff, and then the building blows up. Like, what was your reaction, Ryan, whenever the building blew up?
That was I didn't see it coming. Like when it happened, I'm like, oh man, and it was really loud too. I mean, like explosions are loud. I know this, but I was looking off. I was literally like looking off to the side somewhere, and then I heard. I'm like, what was that? Oh, and so it literally took me off guard.
Try dealing with explosions in real life. I never experienced explosion in real life, but I'm pretty sure it's going to blow out your eardrum. If you've seen
the guys.
Yeah. That was the most realistic take of explosions in the movie that they completely poked fun of, and that was pretty funny. But there was one moment that I did like a little bit, but it was more like you kind of see this one coming where the little boy when Gordon gave him the badge, and it's like, hey, you want to help out, buddy, be partner in crime, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh god, yeah, the boy's gonna die. The boy's gonna die. You know that this is gonna come.
Some of my negatives, like there's two of the biggest negatives I have is Penguin doesn't have guards patrolling the whole building. Like he just has the guards at this level floor, and there's like only two, I guess, because those men are able to walk up in there and shoot at Penguin. Really, like you just had a bunch of men in a standoff with Gordon. Now all of a sudden you don't have that many men. Like, okay, 2 men, and then it's like Penguin was the one that had to do most of the heavy lifting there. Because they knock them down. They don't even shoot. They knock them down just to get to Penguin. And then, like, Penguin had to use the gun, grab the gun, and go, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just thinking, I would shoot these men, but, man, you are useless. I almost got killed because of your ignorance. Also, the people in Gotham are pretty stupid because Penguin just showed up with all the stuff that happened is Penguin's fault. He showed up with this biker gang. Then he was going to steal everything, but then he got double-crossed. And then he ends up escaping with Gordon, with the help of Gordon, and then that double cross, and then he kills all the men. Yet he's the hero. Like they're like, oh, Penguin, he's the hero, and I'm like, what?
It's stupid. It's so dumb.
It's all his fault. Everything
that was all his fault.
His fault. Like this, all the stuff that happened in the course of today is Penguin's fault.
Yep.
Like, there's a reason why his people.
Everything that happened was because of him.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like you're like, oh, he's a great guy. Yeah, he cleaned up his own mess. Congratulations, okay? All of a sudden, I'm from Boston now. Yeah, congratulations, okay? Yeah, he shit in his bed and then he cleaned it up. He's a fucking hero. Yeah.
He's a fucking yeah.
What the fuck was that? Was that Scottish? No, you're like, it's fucking there, yeah.
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 Yeah. But yeah. By the way, it was a missed opportunity for them not to sell candles or give away candles at Comic-Con that year of Jeremiah. I'm sure Cameron Monaghan took some of those candles home. Where he's like, "There's a picture of me as the Joker with the candles on the candles. I'm taking these. I would take at least 5 of them. I'm like, one day I might use these for an auction or something, because I'm like, I would take anything like a picture of me, a visual of me. I'm like, look, I can't take the glass with me in it, but I'm definitely taking the candles. I'm taking the pamphlets. I would tell the woman that plays Echo, I'm like, look, if you're not keeping your outfit, I'm taking it. I'd be like Michael Rosenbaum, where he says, Michael Rosenbaum would say when he did Smallville, anytime I would get a chance to steal stuff from set, I would. Like, I got keys, I got Lexus outfits, I got this and that. And he said, which I'm just like,
he did steal that. He did steal that Zaz's trench coat.
Yeah, he's like, which to be fair, he was technically stealing stuff that belonged to his character. It's not like he was just going around being a kleptomaniac, So there's a difference. Like Channing Tatum even says, like when he makes a movie, the last day on set, he likes to take something that he has with him on the last day of set. Whether it be shoes or whether it be like a gun or something, which I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, if I was like playing Batman, I would steal some batarangs. Robert Pattinson, by the way, said when he did the Batman, what he stole from set was socks. He was stealing so much to where Warner Bros. Told him, you got to stop taking fucking socks. We will buy you a box of socks. Just stop stealing socks, okay?
Why are you stealing socks?
He said they were so comfortable in Scotland, these socks. They were so comfortable, so they kept taking them.
He
I like-
must have really loved sock. He must add that to his collection.
Well, I thought that was odd, but but yeah. So
But Collins, what's your score?
9 out of 10.
Okay, Matt?
7.
I will split down the middle and I will go 8. This is my favorite of the 3. Really strong one. This is season 5 episode 4 called Ruin. Matt?
What we do now is more important than ever.
The episode aired on January 24th, 2019. Following the destruction of Haven, Gordon and Cobblepot reluctantly work together to track down Victor Zsasz, who is suspected of being the perpetrator, though he protests his innocence. After capturing him, Gordon asks Lucius to find evidence of Zsasz's guilt, and the latter encounters the delusioned Nigma, who has discovered numbers written on his hand from the previous night. Nigma helps Lucius find the evidence, which proves Zsasz is innocent. Afterward, Nigma learns the numbers are from the apartment of a witness who saw him blow up Haven, regaining his memory of the event. Nigma kills the witness. Cobblepot captures Zsasz and organizes a kangaroo court where the Haven survivors ignore the evidence and order Zsasz's death. Though Gordon and Bullock rescued him and let him go free, and inadvertently turning the remaining refugees against them. After drowning his sorrows, a drunken Gordon reunites with Barbara and they kiss. Fuck that scene. Meanwhile,
Kicks her down.
Meanwhile, Selena follows Echo to Jeremiah and manages to stab him multiple times before being rescued by Bruce and Alfred. Yeah, I think that this was kind of a better episode because I'm a sucker of who done it episode. I'm all about that. And didn't we speculate a while back from the first episode of the premiere that Nigma might have been responsible for shooting that rocket launcher on that fucking Wayne Chopper? Didn't we speculate that? I don't remember because we were always guessing who done it.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
You really like this episode better than the last one?
I do, so fuck off, Jake.
Seeing the aftermath of the explosion, I thought that was really great. Like, Jim immediately blames Penguin, and Penguin's like, I didn't do this. And like, yeah, sure, dude, absolutely.
No, I mean, Penguin, why would I knew automatically before I even saw the whole episode, I'm like, there's no way Penguin and Barb would do this because first off, none of them would be caught dead near the explosion. Barbara damn sure wouldn't show up. She knew she was going to blow the building up, and so would Penguin. He's like, I need to get. They would try to get away from it because, like, why would they risk their lives trying to make himself look innocent? They would be like, I don't give a shit because Penguin doesn't give a shit if he's innocent or guilty. He doesn't care because he knows the court of public opinion never likes him. So he's like, I don't give a shit. So I knew automatically Penguin didn't do this. If Penguin said he didn't do it, he didn't do it because he would not be here right now. He would be on his way. He would be already gone, like 2 blocks away.
Yeah.
The same with Barbara. Like, I do like seeing the aftermath of the building and everything, and Jim trying to maintain order. It kind of reminded me of like those war movies you see after like the buildings have been destroyed and everything, and everybody's walking. You see like all the death and destruction. You see like Jim's just trying to help everybody, and I do like when he grabbed the Penguin and said, "Did you do this?" And Penguin going, "I would never order something like this." Also, I don't know anyone that has explosives either, and that really kind of exotic. It's like, yeah, I think Penguin would know somebody that has explosives. So yeah, that kind of clears it because Penguin he had explosions.
Harvey finding the badge, that one sucked to watch. Like that was a rough part.
I knew that was going to happen. The moment that Jim gave him that badge, that little boy, I was like, okay, it feels like a foreshadowing that the kid's is gonna fucking die.
Like, it reminded me of scene in The Dark Knight whenever the Two-Face coin, how like he gave it to Rachel, and so Harvey sees the coin, flips it backwards, and it's burnt, knowing that Rachel's gone. That's what it kind of, because it's a burnt badge, and so he knows the kid is dead now because that badge is burnt.
This court scene when Zsasz is on trial for the allegations of the murder of these people in the Safe Haven building, it felt like The Dark Knight Rises. I was ready for Penguin to say death or exile. I really thought he was going to say
by exile.
Death by exile. It felt like this is heavily like The Dark Knight Rises from the court.
Also, I do like Zsasz in the building when he's shooting at him and saying, "Oh, hey guys, what's up?" I was like, "Oh, hey guys, what's up?"
He's like, you got to let that Corleone stuff go.
Is this still the Valcone? You got to let that go.
Or yeah,
Also-
that's what I meant.
Zach's just sitting here behind a brick wall, waiting. Like they're shooting at him and everything. And Jim's running up the stairs, and he's just sitting there. He's just looking at it like they're just shooting, like they're giving all they got. And all of a sudden, I love that. Hell, there's like, and he's just sitting there behind a brick wall, like not a care in the world, like he's just waiting for them to stop shooting. I thought that was so
Like,
fun.
I would not take credit for something I didn't do.
Yeah, I like that Penguin just gets a lynch mob together essentially, and basically Penguin showing up with his men at the GCPD with all like guns and everything, and say, "Let's go kill the bomber." And then because his men were there too, and so which I think kind of Penguin used that to his advantage. He goes, "They love me for just saving their lives, so now imagine if I bring them the bomber, they'll love me forever. They'll want me. They'll want to live in my zone." That's what Penguin's basically doing it for his own gratification, so he could basically be
It's his own personal angle that he wants to earn back the love.
if
of the
I kill
people
the
and save
bomber,
him.
then
Yeah, if he kills the bomber, if he was the one who takes down the bomber, people will love him and they will be loyal to him.
and he doesn't need to find the real bomber. He just needs to find a bomber.
He doesn't. I don't think he really cares. It's his own person, and also he has a personal vendetta against Zaz anyway. So he doesn't give a shit if he's the real bomber or not. His goal is just to get people on his side.
Harvey's saying after Penguin's announcing, like he's Penguin showing up with his men and everything. I love that Harvey's saying they found. I love that Harvey says after he announces, Penguin just announced on a bullhorn that there's a bomber, come out where you are, and then Harvey saying after that, I guess their presence. He said, "There goes the element of surprise." And there goes, here's the element of, which I also like the guy. The guy in the Borderland. Also, we'll talk about Jeremiah in a second, but I just want to get to this. Yeah, I like, and also the Riddler and Fox are like working together, finding out who blew up the building.
I like that one. I did like their banter with Nigma and Lucius that trying to discover of who actually done it, who actually blew up that building, and trying to find the evidence.
Yeah, and also, Gordon's. What I also like about that is because they hate each other. Like he hates him because he's a replacement to him, and that's why he hates Fox. He said, "You're my replacement."
Yeah, because he's a replacement.
Like they threw me away like a piece of trash.
People are gonna have to team up with the smart person.
Yeah. And I like that, and then it turns out he realizes, oh, I'm the one that did this. I'm the one that did this.
The moment he saw that woman from that apartment in the wheelchair, that discovered oh, that's where that apartment number was from. When he written it down when he blacked out.
Yeah, I love that when the woman hits him beside, that's when he regains everything, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, I wrote this down. It's because I was planning on killing her afterwards. But
it kind of almost reminded me of Fight Club with Edward Norton discovers of what really happened when he's rediscovering his memories and finding out that was him the whole time doing this whole thing. And I find it, I know this was so dark when he pushes that. Yeah. And I find this scene very funny when he pushes that woman off the fucking window. I know it's supposed to be dark and very serious, but I kind of just start laughing. I don't know why.
It's like in Batman Forever. Remember when he pushes the guy, his boss, out the window? He goes,
or should I say, terminated?
You are fired. Or should I say,
you are fired? Or should I say, terminated?
Surf's up, big kahuna. Ooh.
Ooh.
He said,
that's forming a landing. He may have to settle over the Marans.
That's such a great movie. I love that movie.
It was so funny.
Caffeine will kill you.
Caffeine will kill you.
That's all you had to do is hit her upside the head of caffeine.
Oh God, I was waiting for her to say that to Nigma. Caffeine will kill you.
I also like before we get to Jeremiah, because I want to cover all this stuff, but one thing I also Zass whenever before because I want to wait for the Jeremiah stuff at the end because that's the best stuff of the episode. I will say Zass saying thank you to Jim. This is what pisses Jim off when he lets him go and he goes, thanks, Jim. He said, we're just going to let him go walk away. He goes, yeah. He said he didn't do it. And then he says, thanks, Jim. He says, because of you, there's always going to be a city full of bad people like me. And then he's like, pull out your gun. He said, Guard, give me your gun. I'm going to shoot. Like, he was going to do a shootout. Zass would have killed him, Jim, okay? Because Zass is a marksman. And he's like, I'm going to do it. It's like the Wild West. And then Zass is like, you know what? And he goes, no, I'm good.
I think he backed out on purpose because he knows that Jim would actually do it, that he would actually get him. Because if he knew he could actually kill Jim, he would not have backed out of the standoff.
And I think Zas knew, like, he's like, you
It's
saved my
like if
life.
you knew you can kill him and you knew, and then why did you back out? Because we know that you chicken shit.
I
You
feel
you pussied out.
I feel like Zas could have done it, but the thing is, he's thinking like more a favor to him, saying, because he says, if you go against me, I'm going to win. But since you just saved my life, let me save your life by not doing a duel with you, because I'm sparing your life. Because if I wanted to, I could kill you
Well,
right now.
to be fair, that's up for an interpretation of how you interpret that scene.
But I just think that, but yeah, it could be that either way. I mean, which we'll never know. I mean, he's not like Deathstroke.
We'll never know. We'll never know for sure.
I just think because Zas, if he wanted to kill them when they pulled up, he could.
But I thought, to me, I thought the stand up was kind of really forced. Like, really, that was kind of stupid to me.
Let me ask you this: what did you think? Yeah, like I also thought Jim almost crossing the line, because he's almost had it. Like he's like I'm had it with these people. I'm just gonna kill. Like, if I'm tired of Penguin, I'm tired of Barbara, I'm tired of Zas, I'm tired of being the good cop, and everybody's walking all over me. It's like the city just, you can't be a hero cop anymore. You have to be like these pieces of shit villains or to succeed in Gotham, and I'm tired of it, and it's like that's why he fucks Barbara. So he's like, I'm tired. I want to get my dick wet. So guess what? Bend over, bitch.
Yeah, that scene I did not like. I was like, oh god, I know you're angry, Jim, but put yourself together.
Like he's like, I'm gonna dick you.
But the things I did not like, I know I've already brought this up before, that Penguin, that they both form an alliance together temporarily, then they go back to being enemies. It feels like they're doing it so repeatedly that I was like, dude, stop. This is getting annoying. I'm like, okay, they temporarily team up, and then something happens, and then they fucking go up against each other again. Now they're enemies. And I guarantee that's going to happen again in the finale, that they're going to have to team up again, because they teased that in the first episode for that flash forward sequences.
It's kind of dumb also that they made the Riddler the one who blew up the building.
And I think we can all confirm that he was the one that blew up that Wayne's chopper. That was him the whole time.
Also, and here's the thing. Also, Gordon having sex with Barbara, that's crazy, because she knows she's crazy for you, and this might lead her on. Because you were literally inside her now, so now all of a sudden it's going to be like Vanilla Sky, Cameron Diaz and Vanilla Sky. If you've seen Vanilla Sky, you'll get the reference, Ryan.
I haven't seen it either.
No, okay, never mind. Also, I thought it was stupid. Penguin just announcing over the intercom to the bomber that we're here to take you out. Like, you're because now all of a sudden, what if they're in the building and they could just flee the building now? Because it's not like you have it surrounded. Like, you're out up from the front. You don't have all the way surrounded. You only have it from the front. Like, it's not like the building behind the building is surrounded.
And it seems like Jeremiah is trying to get one of the slave workers to continue to work inside the tunnel to take the place of those Borderlands gang.
That's all right. So that's all my things I do like. Okay, Jeremiah slitting. You see the Borderlands guy get his throat slit off camera, and only for it to be revealed to be Jeremiah. And then because he's like he basically tells him the last episode, the one guy that said we can't do it anymore because we are literally, he said, we're going to cut open the water line. And then he basically tells Jeremiah the same thing, like, we can't go any further. And then he said, plus, we don't even have he said, we're working all we can. We don't have the manpower. And then he slits his throat and says, that's why you have to work harder. And then he just goes, and then,
he licks the blood off that blade.
Also, he said,
the thing that really took me off guard that I did not see coming is when Selena was able to get her revenge and use multiple stabbing Jeremiah multiple times in the fucking gut.
I thought that was pretty cool, like, because you're like, oh my god, it's shocking, she got her revenge, but then you're like, wait a minute.
I'm not buying that he's gonna be killed off in the show.
Like, they've been saying for oh, he's the real Joker. Now all of a sudden, he's dead. Like, I don't believe that for a second.
It's another fake out death. You know how Gotham is. No one truly dies in the Gotham universe.
I will say, I love when Jeremiah Echo shows up with 4 people and he grabs her by the throat and he goes, only 4 people. And he goes, I thought, Daddy, you wanted quantity over quality. or no, quality. He wanted quality over quantity, which he doesn't give a shit about that. He's like, I need people. I don't give a shit about.
He's all about the
arena.
quantity. He
kill
wants
them.
the quantity.
I'm going to kill them anyway after I'm fucking done. I don't care.
Yeah, once they're no use for him anymore, he's gonna fucking slaughter them. He doesn't give a shit. He's just using them.
The only people I'm keeping around is you and me, and that right there, you might be a temporary.
They're just expendable.
He grabs her and she's like, "I'm sorry, I figured you wanted quality."
I'm sorry, Putin.
And then all of a sudden he starts dancing with her. Like, I love that.
Oh yeah, the iconic dance with Harley and Joker style.
He's like, my Echo. And then I love when she says, I need you to move them. He says, I need you to move it. I said, I need you to move them up over. He said, to the other side. And she goes, all right, everyone. He said, let's do like my dad did on my 6th birthday and let's move out. I laughed so hard at that. Let's do like my dad did on my 6th birthday and move out. And so I was like, wow, that's harsh. But she's insane. So, and also, yeah, I do like Jeremiah. Like, he's sitting there, he just like has his hat fanning. Like, I love his outfit. Kind of reminds me of like the Killing Joke hat. And then he's just sitting there like in a prison outfit, making him sing like the Underground Railroad, where he's just like he's saying a question. They're like, dig a little deeper. What do we say? Dig a little deeper. Like it's almost like swing high, swing low. Like he's just like he's just sitting there, like just sitting there enjoying it. And stuff.
He's just enjoying himself.
And then all of a sudden,
good old time.
Yeah, and then when she was stabbing him, I thought that was great. And I really like, I thought that was really, I thought it was clever because I'm like, okay, what's going to happen here? But like, because I think she saw him, what's he going to do, And then all of a sudden they'll look, all the men just see after they see him get stabbed. He's like, and then all of a sudden they all start attacking. Alfred shows up, goes, bam, bam. We got to go, Master Wayne, go. We got to go.
We got to go, Master Wayne.
We got to go, Master Wayne, let's go. Because they're going to kill us now. I'm like, yeah, they're going to kill you because you just killed their leader, especially they're all cult members.
They're not going to react well to that.
Which, yeah, I thought it was a really good. That was a really cool moment, though, especially with Echo and Jerome. So, but yeah, but yeah, I mean that to me especially, I like the outfit. What did you think of his new look, though? Because you know how he had the eyes. This season, his look is different. What did you think of that, Ryan?
I wasn't a fan.
You wasn't a fan?
No, I wasn't crazy about it. No.
Well, I will say he does get another look after the season.
I'm sure he does.
Because he's still on his way to becoming the real Joker.
Of course.
So, yeah. So there's still he's still on his trail. That's why they still call him Jeremiah and not Joker or Jay. Mr. J.
I kind of feel like he's already got there at this point. What other transformation does he need to do to get to where he is?
Wait until later this season.
I've seen the look. I've seen the new look. Believe me, I've seen it, and I hated it.
I'm saying wait till you'll see what I'm talking about in a couple of episodes. What I'm talking about.
Okay.
But I will say this though. I think Jeremiah. I like that. He was just I just love the fact that he was just angry at her. Because, at the same time, he doesn't give a shit about anybody, okay? The only person he cares about is Batman in the comics. So he doesn't care even about her, essentially. Because Joker and Harley, he's like, if I had to kill you or Batman, I'm going to kill you. Because Batman, I want to have fun with him forever. And I think that really angered, though. That really angered him that he only brought 4 people. You really brought me 4 people. 4.
Mm-hmm.
But they're loyal. I was like, he doesn't give a shit that they're loyal. He's like, I don't give a shit if they're loyal. I just need them to work.
Exactly.
Especially, they'd work if he had a gun to their face, okay? A gun to their face, they'll work, okay? I don't care. He said, you need all music. Instead, it's like, okay, I got 4 people. No. It's like, I understand. So basically, it kind of makes me think that Echo is the one that started the whole cult of Jeremiah thing. Jeremiah had nothing to do with it. And she just said, it kind of just makes me think I think honestly she's the one that started it. They never explain it, but I just think maybe she started it. And he just has nothing to do with it. And it's like, really?
No, he just joined right in.
She basically created a religion around him, and then basically instead of signing people up to work for me, you just started a religion and got followers. Like, really? It was like you're essentially Scientology, essentially. Like,
Pretty close.
It's like all we need is Tom Cruise.
All right, let's not get into that.
Yeah,
Let's
don't make a comparison to Tom Cruise, dude.
let's
I
go
was
to
saying
the
that as a
story.
joke to Scientology. I'm going to say 8 out of 10.
Okay, Matt.
I give it a 7.5.
I'm gonna go 7. I like this episode. I like the middle one more, but I did like it, and I'm interested to see where everyone goes from here. What'd you all think of the episodes? Let us know in the comments. Love to read what you have to say. It really is a privilege to do this show every week. Collins, tell the people where they can find you.
They can find me at 3D Movie Cinema, where I will have Thomas Harris' Spider-Man review, and we will have by the time it airs, we'll have done the Comic-Con and the watch party. So yeah, follow us on Small Zero.
Yep, Matt. What about you?
You can find my YouTube channel at MattY92. I put up my trailer reactions for Avengers Doomsday and Clayface. I put up my review for the Odyssey, so definitely check that out. And I got to edit these 2 videos for the season 1 of X-Men 97 that I still need to get on with that. Definitely keep your eyes open if you want to watch the other 2 episodes for X-Men 97. It's up on the Small Zero channel. Definitely check that out.
Yep, all the links down below. As far as this channel goes, 96 Project rolls on. And got a lot of fun stuff planned. Small Zero, of course, subscribe over there. See you all for the Shark and Saw, this will be
Shark and Saw. That's what it should have been called. I thought it should have been called the Shark Shank Redemption. That's what it should have been called, the Shark Shank Redemption.
Thank you in advance for watching us suffer through Shark and Saw. And thank you all so much for watching. For Collins, for Matt, definitely stay off the streets of Gotham. Just stay inside while you're there. Just don't even go outside.
Or just join the culted Church of Jeremiah.
There you go. We'll see you all in the next one. Y'all take care.
Sharpton for president, y'all. I'm outie.
Jesse Jackson for VP.